changes to the back four, with Tosin coming in and a first start for Cedric at right back. This midfield duo have been outstanding. João Palhinha now a regular starter for Portugal. Willian is back after his red card in the FA Cup at Old Trafford. He replaces Manus Solomon. Alexander Mitrovic faces an 8-match ban after his sending off in that game. Carlos Vinicius will continue up front for the Cottagers. Issa Diop drops to the bench against the club he left last summer, along with Tete and Solomon. David Moyes makes 5 changes to the side mauled by Newcastle on Wednesday. But Łukasz Fabianski keeps his place despite his errors in that game. 3 changes in defence, with starts from Vladimir Soufal, Angelo Ogbonna and Aaron Cresswell. Captain Declan Rice has played every minute in the Premier League this season. In contrast, it's a rare start for Pablo Fornals. Lucas Paqueta picked up a knock in training and misses out. Danny Ings hasn't scored since his full debut for the Hammers in February, but gets a chance from the start today. Keira, Aguirre, Emerson and Benrahma all dropped to the Hammers bench. And Fornals over the ball here. Cresswell it is. What a ball. Rice is there on the near post and is left holding his head. Willian gets it away.
Well, he was there, Gary. Declan Rice was in front of his marker. He'll feel he should have scored there, because any kind of a head on that, that's going directly into the goal. They'll be a little bit, I think, surprised that they've got 2 attackers up against them this afternoon, the likes of Ream and Tosin there in the centre of defence.
Curled out by Rice. Soufal. Antonio. Bowen. Great run by Bowen, and it's come off Reid for an own goal. Harrison Reid puts through his own net to give struggling West Ham United a crucial lead here. Midway through the first half, the goal owed so much to Jared Bowen and that twinkle-toed footwork.
Well, that's a shame for Harrison Reid there. He really couldn't get out the way from that point-blank distance. But as you said, I think Soufal on that far side goes past Robinson, as you can see. Gets that cross in. Fulham can't quite clear their lines, but Bowen does ever so well, keeping it alive, cuts it back, and it goes in off Reid. I think it's all down to Jared Bowen, this goal, because this is a tight situation. You've got to have quick feet, drags it wide of Ream, comes off of Reid, who had to get the interception in with 2 strikers behind him. That's another key. But does it hit Soufal's hand in that build-up? Looks accidental to me, but this is the key. Great quick feet from Bowen, and Reid gets really unlucky.
Robinson, Willian. Toss in. Is he going to let fly from there? Going to ricochet to Cedric. Straight back in towards Vinicius. Willian. Robinson. Hit the bar last week. And goes very close again this week. He's got a lovely strike on him.
Well, that's where you feel their goal's going to come from the edge of the area. Pereira's had a couple of shots blocked. Robinson gets a good one in here. You said that last week, Gary, yes. Great shot last week, wasn't it? Half volley. This one's on the floor. There you go, they can't get out again. West Ham can't get out. The 2 targets are not up the middle at the moment, Antonio and Ings. They can't get out with that lesser man in midfield.
It's really nicely done by Pereira. Willian. Pereira urged to shoot. Well, that is their first attempt on target in the game.
He's normally better than that, Pereira. Just gets a little bit of time. He's closed down well as it comes back, but I just think it's a little bit stuck in between here. He doesn't know whether to cross it or shoot, and it's a little bit of a mixture of both. He's looking for that target, but he's never going to score from there with that type of shot. I think maybe he's missed it across, trying to curl it a little bit further towards Vinicius.
Oh, Antonio beaten to it by Tosin. It's just too easy for Fulham to get it back. Well, Bowen has pinched it here. Ings and Antonio waiting. Here's Danny Ings! Big chance and a big save from Leno.
And he's got to score. Has to score. That's why he's been brought into the team, and that's the chances he should be taking. They give it away, Fulham, by Willian, but Jarrod Bowen's onto it. He comes inside, plays it outside. You can see just down the side of the central defenders, because there's not two up front now, so the spare man's there. It's up to them, whoever's spare, to come out.
Vinicius turns away from Zuma. Oh, that was really good defending from Ogbonna, because Pereira, his eyes lit up, hoping for a tap-in.
What's Zuma doing here? What is he doing? No need to get tight. He gets spun easy. Well played Vinicius, though, and inviting that tightness. A good interception from Ogbonna, but poor defending from Zuma. Far too tight.
Here it comes from Cresswell. Zuma's in there. Goal kick. Oh, was a good ball.
Great ball in, wasn't it? Leno couldn't come for that. It had pace on it. It had whip. A really good ball in from Cresswell. They've been missing that kind of delivery.
That's a giveaway by Tete. Benrahma striding forward. Goes for it! Oh, relief for Kenny Tete.
Well, first time they burst forward and really looks exciting in that kind of area, but Benrahma does it really well, doesn't he?
Pereira. Lifted up for Tete. Good first touch. Zuma away. Kenny's in there.
He's coming onto the second ball, and it's another headed clearance from West Ham. What they want to do, Fulham, is commit some people to the area here. Look, commit someone else other than one striker. Zuma clears, Kenny comes onto it. Difficult one to keep down if you want to get a little bit of power in it. Should maybe have done a little bit better, but there's one white shirt in there.
Well, looks like Fulham want to make more changes. Harry Wilson and Dan James. Through the middle is Pereira. Huge chance. Oh, what a brilliant bit of goalkeeping from Fabianski. Just got a fingertip to the ball. Otherwise, it was a certain goal for Fulham.
What a brilliant bit of keeping this is. He's played onside on that far side. Look, I think it's Cresswell who's gone in there, played him onside. Well, what a save that is. Quick on his feet, gets a fingertip to it. I know he made a mistake in midweek, but he saves the day for Fulham here. That's a super stop. That's so agile. He's not only got to move the feet, but he's got to get a little spring.
As Harry Wilson prepares to take the corner. And it's straight at Fabianski. Much to the relief of West Ham. Tosin got up.
Oh, a yard further over, and that's in the back of the net. Good rise by Tosin, wasn't it? He gets up the highest, but it's straight at Fabianski. Thankfully for West Ham, and unfortunate for Fulham. That's a good header, wasn't it?
Long from Leno. Tosin has stayed up there. Zuma heads away. Ream. Oh, Cornet's beaten him to it. Huge chance here for West Ham. Oh, Cornet has hit it straight against Leno. What an unbelievably good chance. Wasted.
He gets the luck of a little bit of a bounce here, and it bounces in favour of him, as you can see. Ream tries to clear it, goes into him. Now he's got all the time in the world. He could even square it. He's got to square it. Got a player to his left-hand side. Just put it in his path, but he's... Well, if it is, it's a massive 3 points for West Ham. It's not been done in spectacular fashion, but it's a massive 3 points.
It's a huge 3 points for West Ham United. Only their second away win of the season and their first since August. They staggered over the finishing line. Marco Silva's side beaten for the 5th time in a row in all competitions. It's all fizzling out for Fulham after an outstanding season. But West Ham move clear of the relegation zone thanks to Harrison Reid's own goal in the 23rd minute of the game. Fulham simply had no answer. They created very little. And in truth, it was West Ham who had the biggest chances to extend their advantage. Cornet right at the end really should have scored. It matters not one bit in the end. The London derby goes West Ham's way. They move up to 30 points. Could be a crucial victory this for David Moyes and his players. It is finished. Fulham 0, West Ham United 1.